Today, we're back again with another episode of me making food. I'm gonna be something that most of you probably haven't heard of. It's where I come from, Eastern Europe. It's right there, this little piece of land. And we come from like Slavic part of the, or I don't know, remember Soviet Union? Yeah, that's where we come from. We're not Soviet Union now. We're totally Western and shit. Basically, I'm gonna make Varškėčiai, which is hell of a weird name, I know. And in English, I have no idea how it's called.
Curd fritter.
It's probably gonna be in the title, I hope. Anyway, this meal comes from like Poland. Yeah, you know that little country that started World War II? Well, it didn't, Germans did, but enough about World War II. So basically they come up with a recipe to make Varškėčiai, or in English it's like cheese curd pancakes. Yeah, something like that. I think that's a fair name. Curd cakes, or cheese curd cakes. Curd pancakes. Curd cheese cake pans. Anyway, whatever. What we will need is cheese curd, or curd, I can't speak. Sorry. Curd, and we'll mix it with flour, eggs, and we'll bake it. Not bake it. We'll cook it. No. Wait, what's the word? We'll cook it in a pan. We'll fry it in a pan. Just watch the video. And trust me, it's gonna be awesome. It's high in protein, it's high in carbs. I'll add the macros right here. If you want muscles like these, you know, you have to follow the macros. Anyway, let's begin. No. It's a pretty weird recipe. You'll see. First, I will add 2 eggs. Also, this makes like a lot of cheese curd pancake things. So you can reduce the amounts if you want. Okay, 2 eggs. Now, let's whisk the eggs, because in the recipe, it says to not whisk the eggs. And the recipe is called fluffy cheese curd pancake things. So I don't know how that works. If I learned anything from making food, I think that you should whip the eggs, whisk the eggs. Okay, I think that's enough. It's pretty frothy. Now, we'll add the curds of cheese. Yeah, we will need 500 grams of cheese curds. This is a kilo, so we'll need half of it. I don't know how much that is in imperial measurements. It's like half a bald eagle or something. I don't know. Let me just cut it. Now, it says in the recipe that you should run these cheese curds through a fine mesh sieve. So it's very, very fine, because you can see the curds are pretty big. I'm not gonna do that. Honestly, I don't see like any benefit to that. So I'll just add this block of cheese curds, crush it by hand, and then with a whisk even more, and it will be enough. Just get into it. There we go. Oops. This is fun. I feel like a child, dude. Wish I learned how to cook when I was a child. Good. Look how much cheese curds there are, and it's like flipping, I don't know, like a shit ton of protein in there. So for all the gym bros, this is a recipe for you. Good. Now, yeah, add in a pinch of salt. That's a pinch right there. Yeah, a pinch of salt. 2 tablespoons of white granulated sugar. That's about 2 tablespoons, or is it 3 tablespoons? It's 2 tablespoons. Nice. Then, like, I'm gonna make this fancy. I'm gonna add some vanilla paste. You can add some vanilla extract, like half a teaspoon. Look at, oh my god, it smells so good, dude. I'll add like, yeah, just there we go, half. Yeah, boy. God, I love vanilla. Who doesn't, dude? It's like the default flavor. Yep, sick. Now, I'll just crush everything a bit more to make the curds finer. I don't know, like, you can go through a fine mesh sieve and crush it through, but it's not gonna make a huge difference. You can use like a potato masher, maybe, and just mash it like, but yeah, this will work just fine. Also, we'll mix the eggs with the curds, like so. And sugar and salt, basically, everything gets mixed. You can see it works kind of like a sieve or something. Honestly, I use a whisk. This recipe is now mine, because I changed one thing. Mix well. Now get like 1.5 tablespoons of butter. That is a liquid, so I'll be right back. You can go watch my how to use a microwave video up in the corner right here. Oh, it's coming. Nice. Wonder who invented the microwave beeping sound. Great. We have the butter. Now goes in 8 tablespoons of flour. Honestly, I'll just pour in the butter now, probably. Let it soak in. Use Our whisk again. Flour. Here goes 1. Here goes 2. 6, 7, 8. Nice. And now you could use a spoon, but what I like to do is use my bare hands. I have shit on my hands. Yeah, so because you need to form them into like pancakes or whatever, and I like using my hands. Yeah, let's use the hands. Nice. Oh yeah. Try to get flour into all the wet spots. Yeah, like you could form them and then fry them later. Get it into one solid piece of dough, kinda, I guess. You could call it a dough. There we go. So we have this block. We just take like a pinch, you know, like so. A ball of 1.5 centimeters or something in inches radius ball, and just flatten it out like so into a pancake kind of shape. Make it a bit thicker, like don't make it super thin, and repeat with all of your dough. So I guess this is the time where I can talk about shit. Actually, it's not gonna be that many cheese curd pancakes. It's like for 2 people, I think. Yeah, ball deals, dude. They're fucking huge. I remember when I found out how big they are. Holy shit, can carry a human child. Not even a human, like a deer child or something. Wow, don't want to mess with those fuck. Also, I saw a comment on my other video that said that I look like a Future Canoe channel. Honestly, I haven't seen one video of his. Yeah, probably should check his channel. Maybe we can collab, you know? We're kind of the same size of a channel, I guess. And we're almost done, come on. Yeah, I love cooking because you can let your anger out when making dough or making cheese curd pancakes, for example. Just fuck go at it sometimes. I don't have anger issues, okay? And the last one. So yeah, make a bowl, press it into something like that. A disc, right? Sort of. And that's it. That's the last one. Okay, now I'm gonna wash my hands and I'll meet you at the stovetop. Shit. Good. So we're at the stovetop. Oh shit, something in my eye. Turn on the heat. Now pour in a bit of that oil. Just a little bit. Tiny bit of oil. Well, maybe that's not a little bit. Yeah, cover the pan. And now it's time to place our cheese curd pancakes. Oh, hear that sizzle? Yep. There we go. Some ASMR. Yeah, boy, that's what's up. Fry them for like a couple minutes on each side and until golden brown, and that's it. That's it. What should I talk about? So like, socioeconomic climate, am I right? I have no idea what's happening in the world. Okay, I think I can check. Yeah, it's almost done. It smells good. Yeah, we can start flipping them. See? Yeah, let's lower the heat a little bit. Let them cook for more time, I guess. Because they're pretty thick. You can press them. Voila. Well, this one is... This one's good. Nice. It'll be more crispy. Crispy. My thumbnails are bad, aren't they? Okay, let's check how they're doing. Oh, no. It needs more time. Can't wait to eat them. Okay, they should be done. Yeah, I think take them off the heat. Nice. Look at that. Look at this. Beautiful. And it's time to eat them and serve them. Get a plate and serve them. Bad at this, so hope it looks fairly decent. Should be like that. Hey, like so. Nice. Nice. Okay. Now, how I like to eat them is with some jam, and my favorite is strawberry jam. If you say something about strawberry jam, I have a word with you, so meet me outside in the comments. Anyway, get some strawberry jam. There we go. Oh yeah. Yeah, just add on each, or in the middle was also an option. Like just add. Also, some people like it with sour cream and jam, or vice versa, or like whatever. But I like it plain with a glass of milk, like that. And here, have a pretty good meal, pretty good breakfast meal. A cup of milk, 5, well, we have more cheese curd pancakes, or curd cakes, I don't know how they're called. And they're pretty healthy, besides all the sugar in the jam and all the sugar that we added in, and the flour. Yeah, Honestly, yeah, so these with a glass of milk, they're great. Let's dig in. Get a little bit of jam action. Wow. Maybe a bit too sweet. Some ASMR. Let's drink some milk. Maybe it's a bit too sweet, like use less sugar than I did. I don't think I know how much a tablespoon is. But yeah, it's still pretty great. And again, look at these macros, dude. Yeah, you'll put on some muscle or fat if you do nothing. Today, I'm committing a crime against humanity. Today, I'm gonna make pasta. This was a bad idea. With ketchup. Yeah, you've heard me right. I'm gonna make a struggle meal of spaghetti bolognese. But trust me, it's gonna taste super delicious. The Italian mafia is probably after me right now, so I gotta make this quick. Let's not waste any time and let's go. Good, let's start off with the onions. Get one large white onion or a yellow onion and dice it. Now I'm gonna add half a red onion. You don't have to, but if you want, you can do it. Why do it? Because this one was very small. Why red onion? Why not? Good. Now also get ready 2 cloves of garlic. There we go. Now the final part of the prep job is getting hot dogs. I have these ones in a jar. Oh yeah, baby. Hot dog juice.
Don't drink this.
Looks disgusting, but smells kind of nice. Ugh. I'm gonna use like 3 hot dogs for this. If this video gets 100 likes, I'm gonna drink this liquid. Now cut your hot dogs into like halves. Ooh, looks kind of nice. Looks like it has meat in it. That's a new thing. And then just dice them, I guess, thinly, like so. This is a very cheap meal, and trust me, it's super damn tasty. Like, I know all you Italians are probably like cursing at me right now, throwing gang signs at me, but bear with me on this one. It tastes super good. I was surprised. I'm all for like traditional food and shit, but this is something else. Basically, you're set. Now, a super important part, as you saw before, ketchup. Please use Heinz ketchup. I know, this is not a paid sponsorship, but honestly, for this one to work, you have to use Heinz ketchup. It's just so damn good. Buy shares. No. This is not financial advice. Anyway, now let's go to the stovetop and boil some pasta and make some sauce, baby.
Let's get back to that gabagool.
Gabagool. Gabagool, gabagool. Forget what I said. Good. Let's boil the water. Throw in some salt. Since this is not an Italian recipe, I'm not gonna salt it a ton. Okay, I just did. Put the lid on. No one's knocking at the door still. We got time. And let's start with the onions. Some olive oil.
Now, splash of olive oil.
Just a little bit. And goes the onion. Oh, shite. This one was not cut properly. Mamma mia! Let's mix all the oil. There's way too many big chunks. I'm sorry. Why is it so damn slow? Come on. Come on, come on! I'm gonna get killed because of you.
Bambino Bombazzo. 2 bullets in the head first.
God damn it. Just simmer them until they're like soft. This is a super cheap meal. It costs like, I don't know, like this price over here. So also it takes like a bit more time than just ramen noodles, but it tastes a billion times better, I think. The smell of onion, dude. Like my grandma says, like nothing tastes good without onion. This shit is bussin'. Nobody says that anymore. Yeah, just let them simmer for a couple of minutes and then we'll add our hot dogs, our sausages. The sauce should be done when the pasta is done, so this is really quick. It doesn't take a lot of time. Leave a comment down below of your struggle meals. In my next video, I might make yours. I'm totally not out of ideas. Totally.
Man, stop playing with me.
Okay, they soften up a little bit. Now it's time for the hot dog. Beautiful. Might need a bit more oil, so let's do that. Oh shit, the water is boiling already. You gotta make this quick. Come on. I don't want to see any guys with a hat outside my door. I'm not ready to die today. Come on. Okay, it's time for the pasta. I'm gonna use 500 grams of pasta. Let's first add our prop pasta from the table. Now it's time for the good pasta. Okay, mix. And we have like 10 minutes. a wooden spoon so it doesn't spill. And okay, smells good. Reminds me of my struggle childhood meals. This was the shit back in the day when I was like 10 or 12. Of course, they didn't make it with onion. It was just sausage and pasta with Heinz ketchup, but this is a gourmet version of that meal. And a budget meal of like spaghetti bolognese, or I don't know, it's not even the same thing as spaghetti bolognese, so this is a different tier of budget meal. Okay, come on. Add some pepper, just a little bit. Add some salt, just a little bit. And then add some tomato paste. The pasta is boiling already. God damn it. We have like 10 minutes. Now add like a tablespoon of tomato paste. Then add some dried basil. I'm telling you, this is like the real red sauce, but just way shittier. Now dried oregano. Ooh, yeah, baby. Now it smells like Italy and America had sex with each other. Mix a little bit, don't let it burn, lower the heat. When the onions are like super soft, then it's time for the garlic. Look at this shit. Literally. I know it doesn't look good, but trust me, it tastes. Mwah! Chef's kiss. By the way, I'm not a chef. I didn't earn that title. The white onion is pretty soft. Maybe a tiny bit more of olive oil. Okay, now crush those 2 cloves of garlic in. Not a lot of garlic came through, but yeah. Scrape it off. Scrape it off. Ooh, ooh. I hope I don't get copyrighted.
Oh, come on, just shake it off.
What? Cheese here.
Oh my god, it smells so much better now. Wow. Now, once the garlic is fragrant, now it's time to lower the heat and add in the ketchup. Now I know, this part, disclaimer, all Italians should look away right now. No, I'm joking. Watch the video, but I'm sorry what I did to pasta and, well, you'll see. Just keep watching. Add like 4 tablespoons of Heinz ketchup. Again, I'm not sponsored by Heinz, and I don't want to start a war with Italy, but it is what it is. Yeah, America! Bald eagle should be flying by now. All the Italian grandmas are cursing at me right now. I'll mix it a little bit, just a tiny bit, until everything is fully incorporated, and then kill off the heat. And the pasta should be ready by now. Perfect. Now I'm gonna drain the pasta. Let's give it a test. Ah! Oh. Hot, 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 hot. Yeah, it's
Al dente.
You can see the middle is still a bit not done, so it's perfect. Leave a tiny bit of pasta water in a cup, so get a little bit in a cup like so. There we go. Now it's time for drainage. Let's go. I'll be right back. Is it someone knocking? No. Great. Now pour in all the pasta into the sauce like so, and turn on the heat again on low and mix. Now add in a bit of pasta water also, just a little bit, and let the sauce coat all of the pasta. Might have added a little bit too little of ketchup, so a bottle right next to me comes in handy. Come on, don't be a wussy. Don't fuck this up. Come on. Great. Mix, mix, mix. I hope Italy didn't declare war on Lithuania. If so, I'm so sorry, dude. I feel like every Italian turned their head towards Lithuania once I did this. Tell me if you felt something today. If you're Italian, of course. Yeah, no, mix. Look, it looks even, like, nice, no? Come on, somebody help me with this. Come on, please. This is like Americanized version of something that I'm making. I don't know. Okay, it needs a bit more ketchup, and I think we'll be done. Then it will be the final ingredient and the last one, cheese. Now, how could we live without cheese? Am I right? Now, if I wouldn't be so lazy to clean the pot afterwards, I would grate some cheese into the pasta right now. But if you're like me and you don't want to scrape crusted cheese from the pot afterwards, just do it later on top when we serve. So actually, for educational purposes, I'm gonna add some right now, like so. Just use Monterey Jack or Gouda. Now mix a bit more, kill off the heat. Now this is gonna be a cheesy mess. Yeah, you can see the strings of cheese, I'm sorry. Good. Now it's serving time. Great. Let's get a plate and let's serve, baby. Good. Look at that. It looks decent now. Like, you couldn't tell that ketchup went into this and there's hot dogs in it. Well, maybe you could. Should have used a spoon for serving, but who cares? Here we go. Now to finish off, just add a little bit more of the cheese, grated. And if you have like maybe a leaf of basil to misdirect people that this is, again, ketchup and not like red sauce of crushed tomatoes. And to be frank, really, this is it. Look at that. It looks good, doesn't it? And I promise it tastes good also. Let's give it a bite. Haven't had this in maybe a few weeks. Okay. Yup. Maybe needs a little bit more of tomato ketchup, but other than that, oh my god. Let's get everything. Cheese and the hot dogs. This is the perfect bite. Look at that. The perfect bite. Straight into my mouth. This might not be the healthiest meal, but damn it is good. Again, sorry to all Italians, don't hurt me.
Today we are making the highly requested nachos. Nachos with nacho flavored Doritos for all the MLG no-scoping dudes and dudettes. Now that's some nachoception shit right there. Let's roll. It's Nacho Wednesday, everyone. That's not a thing. Anyway, we will be making a huge batch of nachos for like 5 to 6 people to enjoy. So divide or multiply the proportions of this recipe accordingly. Let's start with the beef first. We will need the usual suspects. 1 large onion and 3 cloves of garlic. Peeled and onion diced and garlic crushed. Now in a large pan we will soften the onions in, you guessed it,
volleyball.
Thank you, Mr. White. Now once the onions are sauteed, soft and not as thick, you can leave them on a side of the pan and put in 1.5 or about 1.2 pounds of ground beef goodness. That's about 600 grams. Crisp up both sides of this humongous meatloaf on the oil.
Humongous what?
And then it's time for chopping and mixing. Now once you're satisfied with the crispiness of the meat, it's time for garlic. Crush your garlic in and add in all the nacho spices next. In goes black pepper and salt to taste. Then we add 1/4 teaspoon of oregano. Love the smell of this dried up flowering plant in the mint family. Now in goes 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, half with a bit. 1 teaspoon of crushed cumin, 1/2 teaspoon of chili peppers, dried and crushed. You can adjust this one to your heat tolerance. And lastly goes in 1.5 teaspoons of paprika. The symphony of all these smells and my hand covering 1/3 of the frame. Perfect. Anyway, now mix everything and you can see this fond on the bottom of the pan. That's what some people call flavor. So to maintain the flavor, we will deglaze by adding 1/3 cube of vegetable stock. This is not gonna do anything yet. And about 1/2 cup of water. Might need a bit more later on. Now deglaze this son of a gun and let everything thicken on medium heat. Once it's kind of thickened and smells good, it's done. We can set it aside for a bit while we get our nacho sauce, guac, and all the other ingredients ready for our nachos. Let's start off with the guac. We'll need some avocados, of course, onions, red onions, and tomatoes, peeled of course. Now I know this is not the OG guac, or some people might not like the way I do it, but I like a bit of tomatoes in my guacamole. It gives it more color and, well, a bit of that worry tomato taste and crunch. Anyway, first let's cut up our tomatoes into small cubes. Then the avocados so they would be more manageable, and lastly I use shallots instead of onions. But you should use red onions if you like it more traditional way. Great, now in a bowl we add our avocado cubes, squish them with a fork for a bit and then add in about 1/2 lime of lime juice. Well, it will be less for me. Add a bit and taste to get it to the lime levels you like. Then I put in my shallots and yeah, the camera stopped recording.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
It's time to boot up Photoshop. So basically what I did was add about 1/2 teaspoon of salt and finish my guac with the tomatoes. I don't really like chunks in my guacamole, so I made it pretty smooth. And that was it. Put on a plastic wrap on top and set it in the fridge to cool and rest. Meanwhile, we can drain our beans.
She made fucking bang. beans, what the f?
I used red kidney beans, but you can use black beans or no beans at all if you don't like them in your nachos. Up to you. And now it's time for the final ingredient, our nacho cheese sauce. We start off with our roux. In goes 1.5 tablespoons of butter. Once it's melted, we add in 1.5 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. Now get a whisk and whisk everything nicely until raw flour smell disappears. I've never understood what that means. So just whisk until a fine layer puts on the bottom of the sauce pot and there's no plain flour left. Then in goes our cup of milk. I've added a bit, mixed until thickened, and then poured in the rest. Then mix until we have our sauce base like bechamel. Oh, and I completely forgot to shred some cheese beforehand, so you should shred like 2 cups of cheese. I use this mystery cheese from the fridge, but preferably would have used orange cheddar and American cheese mix if I had some. Now it's time to add in all the spices when there is no lumps of floury butter left and the base is smooth. We add in 1/2 teaspoon of salt, like 1/2 teaspoon of cumin and 1/2 teaspoon of paprika. Simple, right? Mix and then kill off the heat of the stove and add in 1 cup of cheese we just shredded. Please don't use pre-shredded stuff. It's full of like starch and shit. Mix it in and look at that gooey stuff of goodness. Oh my god, it even tastes good. What the fuck? Well, not that good. It needs a bit more salt. Now it tastes good.
That's a 10.
And finally, now we can start assembling our mountain of nachos. Line a sheet pan with aluminium foil or parchment paper so it doesn't get all messy with cheese once we're done. Now add in 1/2 of all of your chips. That will be like 150 grams or something. Also, I suggest using just plain corn tortillas with salt. Damn it! I forgot to get Mountain Dew for the full MLG experience. Anyway, now add in our lovely browned ground beef. Use like more than half of everything you have. And now it's time for nacho cheese sauce. Add a good hunk of that gooiness. Don't forget to leave some for the second layer, of course. Then sprinkle 1/2 cup of our shredded cheese. Put on our kidney beans, some of them plum or cherry tomatoes that I sliced up before, and then we repeat it all over again with another layer of chips, all the leftover beef, all the leftover nacho cheese, all the leftover shredded cheese, and all the leftover beans and tomatoes. Now there's nothing left over. Awesome. 1 can of beans was a tad bit too much, so expect some leftovers. Now it's ready to go into a heated oven for about 10 minutes or until all the cheese is melted. Meanwhile, let's get 2 ramekins, one with sour cream and the other one with guacamole in it. And once the nachos are done, I like to add gallops of guac and sour cream in all different spots so everyone can enjoy equal spread of everything. Not gonna lie, it looks kinda good, even though some cheese spices burnt on the chips. Wow, and now it's time for the taste test. Get over here. Taste is with me. Damn, wow. Feels like I've just ordered these at the bar or at a restaurant, but they're very much so better since, well, it was made with some secret sauce, you know? I call it love. Also, I can feed a family of 6 with this much nachos and not even break the bank. It cost me like only $13 to make, and 3 of us in the family ate it for 2 days. Mexican or Tex-Mex food is the greatest, period. Except Italian.
Today I'm gonna show you 3 different ways, actually 2, of how to make your eggs. Poached eggs, hard and soft boiled eggs, and leftover eggs from Easter. For those of you who celebrate Easter, happy... well, it already passed, so who cares? So yeah, that's the video. Let's not waste any time and let's go. Let's do this! So we'll start off with raw eggs. They look like this, in case you wondered. And we'll start off with hard and soft boiled eggs. So for that we will need a sauce pot, like so. Fill it up with water, cold water. Now place your eggs into the water. Make it so it covers both the eggs. Now let's go to the stove top. Great, the pot is on high heat. Now we'll wait for it to boil, and for soft boiled egg we will boil it for 4 minutes and the hard boiled egg 10 minutes. It's that easy. Now all that is left to do, like, you should get a separate pot of ice cold water or just cold water. But I'll show you what I do when I just boil one egg at like one time. Let's wait for the water to boil, and then I'll catch you next time when the water is boiling. So how was your Easter, eh? Pretty good or nah? Okay, it's been 4 minutes. Now it's time to remove the egg. Yeah. Just put it in a ice cold bowl of water. Now for this one, it's been 10 minutes already, so I'll show you not so eco-friendly way of cooling the egg. Is just put it through a running cold water, like so. Fill the pot with cold water. There we go. Now we can put both of our eggs in and let them cool. It's like fully cracked, you can see. The other one is cracked too, but it's fine. So this is the 4-minute egg and this is the 10-minute egg. Now again, same thing. This one didn't peel nicely. It's pretty rough around the edges. This one is slippery as hell. So this is the 10-minute egg. It's just a regular hard-boiled egg, right? What did you expect? Now this one, shit! This one is gonna be soft inside. So I would put this one also on avocado toast or whatever, or just eat it plain. So I'm just gonna put it in a bowl and eat it with mayonnaise on top. Let me cut it. And is it soft inside? Kinda. It's like a little bit of soft inside. Now that's how I will eat these eggs. Just get some mayo and add it on top. Just some mayo. Beautiful. That's also how you can eat your like old eggs from Easter. Just add some mayo and enjoy. That's it. Coming up. Also, I'll show you where I use boiled eggs the most during this Easter. I eat it in like Russian, or I don't know how you call it. Everyone has a different name. A Russian salad, we call it white salad. That's kind of racist, I know. It's like food of gods, basically. Easter, Christmas, like you can't get away without this salad, like if you can call it that. It's just boiled vegetables and egg and mayonnaise. Some people even add like ham. Some countries, I mean, like it's different around the world. It's like a potato salad. It's basically a potato salad. That's all it is. But yeah, that shit's the best. Thumbs up if you like potato salad. Now for poached eggs, I'm gonna make one poached egg and I'm gonna use a technique by Kenji Lopez Alt, I think. Well, that's where I saw it. So for that, we will need a small bowl and a fine mesh sieve or strainer. Now, to remove all of those hairs or like whatever they're called, I don't know, like all those loose whites from the egg, we'll just crack the egg into the fine mesh sieve, like so. So that all that loose white will settle into the, you can see, will settle into the cup or a small bowl. And then we can use this like so-called bubble of egg whites and poach it without any loose strains of egg whites. Oh my god, this is dripping. Now boil some water in another sauce pot, or for this case I'm going to use this metal cup. Of course, add some salt. Ooh, that's too much. And let's go to the stovetop. Again, high heat, let the water boil. Now also for poached eggs, you can use like a spoon with holes. Like this would have been perfect for the one egg. Just drip the loose whites and lower the egg inside. So I'll see you when the water starts boiling. Oh, there's a hair in it. Also, what's great for this recipe is that you don't have to use any vinegar. Salt is enough. So yeah, the water is almost boiling. As you can see, it's almost boiling. Oh yeah, it's coming up to a boil as we speak right now. Beautiful. Now get your egg ready. I put it in this bowl. I forgot to tell you. Just transfer it into a smaller bowl immediately. Or use the spoon. Yeah, you can do that. No, I'm not going to transfer it onto the spoon. Actually, I'll need my other hand for filming. I'll show you the POV of this. Great. So as you can see, water is boiling. Now get your egg and plonk it in like so. Okay. I made a mess. No, get a spoon. Mix, make a vortex before. You should have made a vortex before. Come on. Okay, maybe I left it in the sieve for too long. God damn it, it's all cloudy. The method didn't work, Kenji. It would work if whatever. You know what? I'll try with another egg. See you soon. Okay, this egg is definitely poached, but holy shit, it's ugly. It's ugly. Okay, let's put it onto a plate, I guess. Ugh, disgusting. Time for another try. Tip number 2, salt. This time I will make a vortex. Got my egg ready right here. I'm gonna fuck this up right now. Come on. I should use a smaller spoon. This is not it. I'm not gonna make a vortex with this one. Let's use this coffee spoon or whatever it's called. I don't know. Oh yeah, way better. In case we have these white sperm looking things, you can use the vortex technique so it wraps around the egg. Actually, I never poach eggs. This is like my 4th or 3rd time in my life, so never give up. Just do it! Enough of motivational speaking. This time the egg, it looks nicer, but I don't know. We'll see. It might do the same thing, so. Come on, boil, boil. Okay, it is boiling. Get over here. Great. Lower the heat, make a vortex, and plunk your egg. There we go. That should do the trick. Did it do the trick? I don't know. Well, it didn't wrap around fully. Nah, it's the same thing. Sorry, Kenji. Your trick didn't work. Well, maybe I needed a bigger pot, that's why. Whee! That's fun! Anyway, the egg is done. Okay, let's get the egg out. Yeah, it's not nice. It's separated. Nope. Didn't work the second time either. Let's get all the protein. Yeah, it's the same thing. Back to the tabletop. Great. We got our bread toasted. Now let's make a quick avocado toast with poached egg on top. Avocado. Please don't be a shitty avocado. Please don't be a shitty one. Yeah, it's a nice one. That's the problem with avocados. Like, you never know what you're gonna get. Is it gonna be rotten from the inside? You never know. And you pay like fucking $50 for one. That's enough hate for avocados. They're great. They taste great. And they're bad for the environment. Yay. Okay, slice them. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh yeah, baby. And another one. Come on. Peel off. Slice this one also. This one is a bit more hard. Not as pretty, but it'll do the job. Cream cheese. Yeah, baby. Pretty healthy amount of cream cheese. Like, not too much. Good. Let's get the avocado on top beautifully. Perfect. Look at that. This one is not going to be as perfect. There we go. Now a bit of salt. And a poached egg. Drain all the damn water. This one is a bit cold already. There we go. Avocado toast with poached egg on top. Now you know what's coming next. Ready? Yep. Oh my god. Look at that. Look at that shit. This one is not gonna do. Okay, she's a squirter. Wow. Damn. Just hot damn. Now it's time to eat. But before we do that, you know what's coming. That's how you use leftover eggs. In this beauty right here. We call it white salad. A lot of people around Europe and around the world call it different names. It's Russian salad, it's Italian salad, it's like, I don't know. Everyone has their different variation of this. Americans call it potato salad. So yeah, the leftover eggs, you can use them like this. This white salad, that's again pretty racist. It is kind of white, not black. Anyway, so first you have to boil potatoes and carrots. Now for this salad, my perfect ratio is like 2 parts potatoes and 1 part carrots. So do that. Once boiled, like just put it in a pot. Peel the skins off, right? Just peel them off and it's gonna peel very nicely. Then it's time for cutting the vegetables. So to cut them, you have to dice them like evenly. For this, we even have this like wire contraption. Just, yeah, I don't know, you can find it somewhere probably. Just put the vegetable in, twist, and you have like your perfect square or whatever. So yeah, cut up the veggies into a place where you mix your salad. And then comes in the peas. The peas, yeah. We're making out of the hood with this one. Yeah, so it has to be like, not just green peas, it has to be canned peas. So yeah, drain them and put them into the same pot. Drain them with this spoon with holes, if you have it. Great. Now we add some scallions or like some onion. My mom makes this secret ingredient, which is like cooked onions, fried onions, like cooked. And whatever, it gives it good taste. Then it's almost the final part, the mayo. Use some good mayo, homemade mayo, or Hellman's mayo. I'm not sponsored, by the way. Add that shit in. Like for this particular time, we use like 2 tablespoons or 3. I don't really remember. I'm not looking at the video while recording this voiceover. But anyway, just make it so it's not dry, you know. And I almost forgot the final ingredient, pickles. Don't forget pickles. So like add like 1 pickle for every, I don't know, like 500 grams of salad, something like that. And yeah, oh yeah, I forgot. Then goes in the egg, same thing. Can use little eggs, little hen eggs, not a hen, how are they called? I'll mix everything, add some salt, some pepper, some spice. I know we have these herbs for salads, it's called. And that's it, the best thing in the world, basically, for holidays. That's how you use your leftover boiled eggs. In today's episode of Andrew's Cooking, tomatoes. Listen to that. Pasta. Oh, I can clean all of this. What the f*** is that? No. Shit. Whatever this is. La la li. La la la. Howdy. Today we're making a recipe, not by me or anyone else. Not a living thing, I mean. We're making a recipe created by AI.
Applying AI to make AI. AI first, generative AI. Third, AI. Applying AI. Finally, rigorously tested AI with AI.
Large language model.
What a big word. If you don't know what AI stands for, it's artificial intelligence. Is it intelligent? Well, it's debatable. Is it just a machine learning algorithm? Yes. Do I know anything about machine learning algorithms? Just a tiny bit. To be more specific, we're gonna use ChatGPT to give us the best recipe, GPT-3, because I'm not rich. I can't afford GPT-4. GPT-3 will do fine. What a GPT model is, basically it's an LLM or large language model, which is
A language model. Duh! That can achieve language generation. This model is taking an input text and then repeatedly predicting the next token or a word, which was revolutionized.
Get out of here! Enough of that nerd shit. Basically, I just asked for a recipe and I got this. It's very simple, very versatile, so without further ado, let's start. So to start off, recipe calls for diced tomatoes. I couldn't find any diced tomatoes when I went shopping. I got these whole tomatoes. So all I'm gonna do is just cut them up. Let's do that. There's gonna be a lot of juices here. You shouldn't do this. Just buy canned diced tomatoes. Yeah. Don't throw out the juices. There we go. My knife. It's just, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at this beauty right here. Why am I speaking in German accent? This is an Italian recipe. See, there we go. Much better. Ragazzo. Okay, one more in there. There's a lot of tomatoes in here. That's all of them. Now it's time to dice them. Ooh, so many juices. Oh, Jesus. I'm gonna get them back in to the can, I think. This was a bad idea. There we go. Maybe not that bad. Hope nothing is dripping. I can't see on the bottom of the cutting board. Good? Yeah, nice. Let's continue. They smell nice. Yeah, so talking about AI, are you worried that it will take over your job? Because, I mean, it's pretty stupid. It's like a search engine at this moment. I mean, yeah, it could do like pretty great things with video and shit, but to make content like top 10 Burger King lettuce videos.
Number 15. The last thing you'd want in someone's foot fungus.
It will be able to do that. It's probably able to do that right now, so. Also, if it does take over the jobs of like service sector, I mean, we're going back to our roots. We're going farming, dude, or something like.
Oh shit, you bloody shit.
Just manual labor. That shit will never go away, so maybe I should be nice to my AI overlords right now. Great! I finished dicing the tomatoes. Now it's a brandless tomato. Let's put them back in a can. Now, next step is 2 cloves of garlic and an onion. A small one, it says. Let's do that. 2 cloves of garlic minced and small onion finely chopped, so not diced. Okay. I'll still like dice it and then chop it finely. This one I'll crush because I ain't playing with no garlic. That shit is sticky. Sticks to your fingers and it smells bad afterwards. Also, quick tip, when you're done like mincing your garlic, you can rub it against like stainless steel and the smell goes away. I don't know, maybe it will help some of you. Yeah. Okay, I diced the onion, but it says finely chopped, so let's go through it one more time. Yes, until it's very, very fine.
Very, very fine.
Should have followed the Jean-Pierre White video. Onion video, you know? The one I use almost in every video, but whatever. Oh my god, I'm starting to cry. It's not good. Ah, shit. Oh my god, my eyes! Fuck! I wish I was like Charlie, the moist critical guy. He doesn't, like, cry.
I think most plants are pretty fucking stupid when it comes to war. Only cowards can't bite into an onion. I fucking love onions. Do a time lapse on my eyes, you won't see a single fucking tear leave. Nothing. Like the fucking David Copperfield of onion magic.
God damn it. Lucky son of a gun. It'll be fine, dude. It's AI, like, how good could it be, right? It's not gonna take over the job of cooks and, like, you know, like creative jobs. No. Prep work is done, so all that is left to do is go to the stovetop. Good. Okay, now it says to just turn on the heat. Add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. It's about 2 tablespoons. And then, oh wait, we should get our pasta going. Fill a pot with water and boil it. Go. Good, 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 good. The oil is heating up. Then it says to put in the onion and the garlic. So let's get our garlic crusher. And what I will do is just add onion first, I think, because garlic starts burning really fast. So yeah, doesn't say what heat to use, but I guess like medium. Saute for a couple of minutes. Also, the recipe is like very open, I guess. It says you can add like your favorite protein, your favorite vegetables like bell pepper, which I will do, but I will do that once I add in like the diced tomatoes. So yeah, just fry this, saute for a couple of minutes, lower the heat a bit. It's nice. It's starting to soften up. I think it's time for garlic. Squeeze in our garlic. Here we go. Scrape it off. Yeah, we're not wasting any garlic. This is garlic waste-free zone, I guess. Whatever. There we go. Jesus, the best smell ever. Adding the garlic in onto the onions. Nothing smells better, I think. Except roses, maybe. I don't know. Again, it says to add your favorite vegetables when? I don't know. My guess is now. So I'll add in some bell peppers, and then a couple of minutes, a minute or two, I'll add in the tomatoes with all its juices. That's what it says. Yeah, it's soft. It's nice. I think I will salt and pepper right now. Onion and paprika or bell pepper is also like one of the greatest combos ever. Smells awesome. Oh, what I forgot. Add in salt to the water, to the pasta water, like a shit ton. There we go. That's that. And I feel like it's time for the tomatoes. So tomatoes go in. Oh baby, this is gonna be vegan recipe for all you vegans out there. Also, I just added a little bit of water and we'll wash down the can for all the tomato residue. Maybe it will take a bit longer to boil, but not to boil, to like reduce. I'm sorry, it's like not 100% according to AI.
Seriously?
Yeah, I guess, but AI doesn't know we struggle. Well, it does, actually. It's trained on, like, billion parameters, so there's definitely some about, like, poverty and shit in Africa. Hey! Great food. Spicy food. Anyway, now goes in, it says 1 teaspoon of basil. 1 teaspoon. That's about a teaspoon right there. And 1 teaspoon of oregano. Also, the water's boiling, so I better be fast. Yeah, that's about a teaspoon. The classic Italian spices. Let's just finish this. I have no idea where the pasta will fit, but it will have to fit, so more heat. Come on, added too much water. Anyway, add in the pasta. 225 grams it says. I'll add like 250, like half of this. Good. It's everything and close. Okay, the pasta is boiling. Lower the heat on that. Listen to that. And listen to that. Wait. How the hell? Well, don't listen to that. Listen to that. Wash the boards while you're at it, since we don't have anything else to do. La la li, la la la, la la li, la la la. Okay, I should have checked the time for these to be al dente. It's like 11 minutes. And so it's been like 2 minutes, and the pasta will be ready in like 9. Yeah, there we go. Is it 11 minutes? 13 minutes. Yeah, so it's like, still 9 minutes left. Good. Yep, it's reducing, it's boiling, it's nice, it's healthy, it's tasty, it's very Italian. Yeah, I'll just go read something while I'm waiting. Go buy this. This is a really good book. The thickening has begun. Nice. Maybe I was right all along, and not AI. Maybe. Just maybe AI won't take our jobs.
They took our job!
They took our job! If they do, I'm sorry, AI overlords. Oh yeah, it's thickening very nicely. Should have sauteed the paprika or like the bell pepper a bit longer, I feel. but what I can see wrong with this is that there's splatters of sauce like everywhere, so I'll lower the heat a bit. It does look very nice though. Also, what I forget to do is taste, so it needs more salt. That might do. Let's see. Also, it's pretty like watery right now. Once it thickens, the taste will also be more. No! Shit! My mom's gonna kill me. It's good for tasting. It needs more salt. I barely feel any salt. I don't know if something is wrong with me or the tomatoes are too acidy. We have 3 minutes left for the pasta to be done. Oh no! Another one. Splash. God damn it. Why am I using this tool? Okay, let me clean this shit. It's all over the kitchen. But the salt levels are nice now. Good. 2 more minutes. You know what? Add in the water. Like, it helps. Yeah, I was wrong. It says to stir constantly. We have 1 minute left and the pasta is done. Also, I will add this to the recipe. Just leave some pasta water just in case we might need it. Get a cup ready and kill off the heat. It's done. Well, at least it should be done. They look nice. Let's leave some pasta water. Good. And now drain. Let's lower the heat on this also. My pipes are now happy. Okay. Well, I think it's time for us to add the pasta. So just... Holy shit. Yeah, it's too much pasta. A little bit too much. It'll be fine. Mix everything. Cover every inch of pasta with the sauce. Oh no, this one is coming out, it seems like. Oh no! I'm living on the edge right now. This is like an extreme sport for me. Trying to not get any pasta out of the pan. Oh shit! It's fine. Like, I can clean all of this. It's fine. Mom will be even more happy once she finds everything just clean, nice, and shining. Maybe use another hand. Jesus. To be honest with you, it doesn't look that nice right now. I should have used smaller pasta, but again, that's what cooking is about, dude. Making mistakes and learning from them. Sadly, I don't learn from these mistakes ever. I always use a bowl that is too little, but it's just me. You shouldn't do what I do. Then why am I making this video? Yeah. It's for educational purposes only. I'm learning as I go. You should too, I guess. That sure does look like it. Oh my god, that one was so close. Get back in. I think we're done. It's time to serve. Get some parm on this bit and we'll be rocking. Just final few mixes. Okay. Actually, it's not bad. Okay, let's serve this bitch. Okay, we haven't used the pasta water. Down the drain. Plate. Splattered all over the place. Fork. Grater. And our pasta. It's very simple. Red sauce for pasta and pasta with that sauce. Oh my god, it's pouring everywhere. I might have overdone it a little bit with the portion. It'll be fine. Clean everything up. Make everything nice. Paper towel. Clean everything. Yeah. Everything is fixable. There are no mistakes. Only little tiny accidents. Wasn't that Mr. Rogers who said it? Yeah, kinda. Now, the star of the show, Parmesan. Oh my god, it's watery. Clean that off too, as it's so moist. Charlie, what have you done? Well, I guess tomatoes are the star of the show, but whatever. Let's not be cheap with parm. Yeah, baby. And there you have it. Our AI recipe came to life. Now all that is left to do is give it a bite and see how it tastes. Yeah, it's not bad. It's like pasta with red tomato sauce. That I added some bell pepper, it gives it more taste, but other than that, nothing special, but it tastes very good. The only thing I might add is just boil the sauce for a bit more, or add some, like, half a teaspoon of sugar, so the acid from the tomatoes doesn't come through so much. But other than that, it's a great, cheap, and easy to make meal. So, thanks AI, you took over my job. Kinda. Croquembouche. We will be making a tower of cream pastry with caramel and whipped cream. My pants are wet. How did we end up here? It's all thanks to AI. Thanks for not taking our jobs. Yet. Anyway, I asked ChatGPT to give me the most difficult dessert recipe and this is what I got. So without further ado, let's roll, baby. How did we end up here? Well, on my last AI cooking video, where I made a cheap and meh pasta. One of you commented that I should make a super complex recipe. So here we are. What is AI? Well, if you've been living under a rock, it's mostly a marketing term used by huge corporations. So without further ado, let's start with the recipe. Okay, so the first part is not that difficult. I'm no stranger to cream pastry. That's why I think I will not fuck this up. So to start off, get a pot and pour in your water, which is a cup of water. Add in your butter, which is half a cup. Oh, that was stupid of me. Oh my god. Wish I had a brain. At least it's just water. Anyway, nothing happened here. Everything is fine. Don't do it in this order. Then we'll add like 1/4 teaspoon of salt, I think it says. Now we wait. The butter should melt into a beautiful butter and water mixture. And then we will add in our flour. Also, it is suggested to use a wooden spoon for this. So, I don't know, maybe it tastes better that way. Everything is on medium heat. Melty, melty. Great, the butter is melted. Now let's wait for the mixture to boil, and it's already starting to bubble up. I can see a lot of bubbles. Now it's the time when we add all of our flour. So just dump it in and start mixing until a small fond on the bottom forms. You'll see. I'll show you. So mix a little bit. Get over here. Now we add in the flour. All of it, like so, and start mixing quickly until a bowl forms. Maybe lower the heat a bit. Keep mixing. Don't stop mixing. Shit. You can see a ball like so formed, and there's a fond forming on the bottom. That's when you know you have to kill off the heat and transfer into a big ass bowl. Get a bowl. There we go. Just transfer everything like so. Now let's wait for it to cool down, because if we crack in our eggs, the eggs are just gonna boil. That's not good. Leave this dough ball somewhere cool, like 10-15 minutes. See you soon! Perfect. Now the pastry, well, it's not a pastry yet, but the dough has cooled off. Now we can add eggs one at a time. So that's very important. One at a time. If you have a stand mixer, you should use that. It's way easier, but I'm gonna do this by hand because I don't have a stand mixer. Anyway, so we crack in 1 egg and we start mixing. Now, what's gonna happen is that the dough, as you can see, is gonna separate. It's not gonna stick together. And you're gonna be like, what the hell? Did AI just lie to me? Well, no. The thing is that you have to mix until the dough starts sticking back together. It's not gonna be easy at times, and that's why this recipe is difficult, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. I hope I don't get burned with caramel. Oh yeah, it's stuck on my finger. Anyway, so yeah, you can see the egg is fully incorporated. The mixture starts to stick together again. That's when we know we can add another egg. Time for the egg number 2. 1 hand. Nice. And it's the same thing again. At first, it took only like, what, a minute to mix everything back together. Later on, it's gonna be way more difficult. I think I'm gonna regret my decision of using this bowl. We'll see. Yeah, everything is on like a slip and slide, just moving everywhere. Now it's time for egg number 3. My favorite number. Yeah, that's a good workout. That's pretty hard. I mean, the dough is pretty tough. It's like one cohesive thing. This is where we add our last egg. Also, this might be the time to preheat the oven to 200 degrees Celsius, or it's 400 degrees Fahrenheit, isn't it?
Nope.
And final egg. There we go. Finally together. Now we're gonna transfer the whole dough into a piping bag so we get evenly sized cream pastries. If you don't have a piping bag, don't worry, you can cut like a hole in a regular plastic bag. So let's get a piping bag. Yeah, this will be perfect. We can set it in a tall glass like so it doesn't run away, and just start putting it in. This will leave a lot of dough on the sides of the bag, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. So get it all in there because it's precious. My precious. Excellent! Now I have my dough in a piping bag. All that is left to do is get a sheet pan, line it with parchment paper, but before we do that, we're gonna glue it on here. How are we gonna do that? Is we're just gonna add small spots of dough on each side. Once the dough bakes, it's gonna be easy to remove, but for now it's gonna act as glue. Add our parchment paper, glue it on like so it doesn't move, and we're gonna do the same for this sheet pan. Now it's time to make our pastries. Try to make them as even as possible. Leave some room between them because they're gonna expand a lot. Later on, we're gonna like remove cones on top with maybe a bit of water on the finger because as you can see, it sticks to the finger. You don't do that. So just gonna take some water and make them even. So let's continue doing that and then we'll throw it in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes and we'll see how that goes. This one is done. Let's just wet our fingers and brush all the peaks like so. There we go. Now let's do another batch. This time I hope I'll leave more space. Will I learn from my own mistakes? That is the question. Ooh, the oven is ready. Ooh, air trap. Excellent. Now it goes into the oven for 15 to 20 minutes. So let's do that. Some of them puffed up a little bit more than others. Or maybe because heat goes up. I don't know. When they get golden brown, it's time to go. Okay, the pastries are golden brown. Now it's time to remove them. The other ones are still not, but these ones are good. They puffed up a bit more than expected. Some of them did. Now let them cool off completely before we move on to the next step. This is gonna take like 30 minutes or so. So I'm gonna remove the other batch and I'll see you in like 30 minutes once they're completely cooled.
A few moments later.
Amazing. All of these have cooled off. The second batch turned out way more even. Now, next step is the filling. It says in the recipe we can fill it with whatever filling we like, but I'm gonna use a simple whipped cream with some vanilla paste. So I'll move these away, get a bowl. In it, we'll add like 200 ml of heavy whipping cream. Actually, let's make it 300.
So that was a fucking lie.
Then goes in about 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar. You can use regular sugar, works fine also. And we could whip this by hand, but hell nah, brother. Use a stand mixer or just any mixer and whip until stiff peaks form. Move the mixer all around until you see it thicken up. It's shooting everywhere, but it's fine. We'll clean it off. Oh, and forgot, add in a teaspoon of either vanilla extract or vanilla paste. There we go. Let's continue whipping. Starting to thicken up. It's not gonna shoot everywhere now. Yeah, look at that. It's way thicker now. It's almost done. Scrape off everything off the corners. Don't over whip it. This is pretty good, as you can see. It needs just a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, this is peak whipped cream. Great. Suck on the whisk. I'm joking, don't do that. Now, let's get a piping bag with a wide tip attachment and let's fill these beautiful, beautiful pastries with whipped cream. Let's hope it holds up. If not, well, I don't know what I will do. Oh my god, it ripped like in half. Shit. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that. Close the piping bag. Let's get to work, baby! But before we start piping, I forgot, make some cuts on the bottom of each puff pastry. Do an X or a plus sign. I don't know, whatever you think is this. Yeah, just cut it like so. And like so. Continue with every pastry. Do not cut yourself. And we are done right now. Great. So push it in and let's pipe. Ooh, it's spilling. Not good. Yeah, my piping bag is broken. Look at the side. It's all fucked up. Oh my god, it ripped. What am I gonna do? Fuck. Shit. Okay. Crisis team. I'm gonna put this in the fridge while I figure out what to do with the broken piping bag. I need a goddamn replacement. Found a Ziploc bag. I'm gonna try and do magic with it. Let's cut the corner a little bit at first. There we go. And get our piping tip through. Does look promising, okay? Let's do this! Filled it with cream. Let's continue our job. It started to spill a little bit. Just a little bit. Wait, that's it. Let's take our next batch and let's fill the piping bag again. Repeat the process. These ones will definitely go to the bottom. They're all flat and shit. Once you feel that the bag starts to be getting pushed, you know it's full. I hope we don't run out of the whipping cream.
A few moments later.
Well, this is it. We ran out of cream. Maybe make like 350 ml of whipping cream. Or just use a good piping bag that doesn't leak.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
And you know what? We are almost done. Let's get all of our cream pastries over here. And now, the most dangerous part. Caramel. I'll get a plate ready. And now, let's go to the stovetop to make the caramel. Making caramel is very, very easy. Turn on the heat on the stove and pour in a cup of sugar and 1/4 cup of water. Now try to not touch it as much as possible. You can move the pot, but don't touch it with a spatula so it doesn't crystallize.
What's the point of even being alive if we can't do this? Right.
Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna boil this sugar and water mixture until it turns amber color, and then we're gonna immediately remove it from the heat and pour it into like a dipping container, which is gonna be a bowl. And then we're gonna use protection like rubber gloves so we don't get molten caramel on our fingers. Okay, I start seeing bubbles. Come here. You can see bubbles starting to come. Now just wait. No more white spots. Now it's just a waiting game. Also, don't worry. We will clean the pot afterwards. You can check it out in this video right here. Usually it doesn't take that long. Maybe I'm colorblind. I don't know. It's still goddamn transparent. What the hell? You can use like a brush also with a bit of water, brush off the sides, so like so. As you can see, it's all crystals, so might have just fucked it up. I don't know, dude. I can smell it and see it turning a bit brown, so I'll put the camera down and I'll pour in all of it into a heat-proof bowl once it's a bit more amber. It is a bit amber, and now just pour it out to a heat-proof bowl. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Be very careful. It's death liquid. And now get a glove and start dipping and building our tower. Since the caramel is still very hot, be very, very careful. I'll add a bit on the bottom, like so. Then take another one and continue. I'll make it a bit closer because it's not gonna be a huge tower. I can already see. So dip rough side up, a little bit on the bottom, so the pastry sticks. I think it's time to build the second layer. Just leave a little bit of glue. Try to stick it on. Also, you can make like a cone inside from paper like that and start building side of that. Oh yeah, it's stuck on my finger. If the caramel becomes too hard, you can always put it in a microwave for it to heat up again. So what I do is just drip a little bit of that sugar. Oh shit. Let it drip on the bottom like so, and then stick our building blocks that are starting to fall down. Don't do that, please. Pretty please. The sugar. I'll put it in a microwave. Ooh, the bowl is hot. There we go. Fresh out of microwave. It's hot again, so we can continue. I can immediately tell that this is not going to be a pretty tower or Croquembouche. I'm gonna. Oh shit. Okay, these ones are failed ones. I'll just leave them here. The B tower is gonna be like pizza tower. It's gonna be a bit sideways. I'm sorry. Let's do one more on top. Drizzle, drizzle, drizzle. And come on, stick, please. Yes. Now, get a fork, quick. With the fork, I'm gonna take this almost hardened caramel and drizzle it like so, with everywhere. Like it should be like honey consistency. And we're gonna make these, I don't know, is it webs? Caramel everywhere. I think we're done. We finished it. That's it. Spent a whole day doing this. Holy moly. You know what? If this isn't a success, I don't know what success is. I think I did it. It's not very pretty. I'll be honest. Again, it looks like a pizza tower. It's leaned over on one side. But dude, with a couple of failures, we did it. Look at that. Look at this beautiful tower of pastries. And it stands on its own. It's pretty f***ing solid. I wouldn't like transport it, but it's pretty solid. Sugar. You know what? It's time to begin. But I don't want to ruin it, so what I will do is I'll take the leftover pastry and give it a bite. Wow, that's very good. Yeah, it tastes amazing. Honestly, it's a 10 out of 10. Is it worth the effort? No. What I mean by that, all of this caramel stuff, it's not worth it. The cream pastries, they're worth it 100%. Great. So we're making oats with honey and milk and some butter, and basically that's it. And it's gonna be it's gonna be kick-ass delicious. First, get yourself some oats. We're gonna use 1 part oats and 2 parts water. Let me get whatever. Let me get some water. Yeah, I've got time. Yep, plenty of time. English is not my native language. Okay, so we need 2 of these. I don't have any more glasses. Oh, I do. So, hold up. Everything is fine. Somebody should fix it. Probably I should fix it. Okay, let's not make it all the way. So, we will use 2 parts liquid, not water. Something like that. I have no idea what I'm doing. Anyway, yeah, then we will need some salt, some butter, and a little bit of milk. So let's go to the stovetop. That was loud. Let's get a pot, small one preferably. Then turn on the, pour in the liquids. So 2 cups of water. Fuck. Spilled some water. Let's turn on the heat and let it boil first with some salt. Just a little bit. Okay, that's too much. There we go. We'll wait till it boils and then we will add our oats. Rolled oats. I use like these oats that are rolled. I don't know how they are rolled, but from what I've heard, the less rolled the oats are, the better. These ones are like rolled once maybe. I don't know how it works, dude. I should Google before I film these videos.
Learning is cool, knowing is better, and I know the key to success.
But yeah, that's how this oat looks. Basically, if you want to be healthy, eat unrolled oats, but we're doing rolled oats. Yeah, that's pretty useless, I guess. Anyway, yeah, let's wait till it boils. Time lapse, no. Meanwhile, let's clean the water spillage. There we go. Now we got time to think about our choices in life, think about death. Am I depressed? Oh, also, I forgot, we're gonna use honey. Yeah, this liquid gold right here. Look at that shit. Oh my god. Look at the color. It's golden, flippin' brown. This is gold. Is it done yet? Nope. Okay. Yeah, that's what you don't see, me cleaning up. Also, it's time to grab a snack from the fridge. And I got nothing, as always. You can eat a banana. This one is not that nice, but it'll do.
ASMR.
How long does it take? God damn it. It's been like, what, 3 minutes? Jesus. Oh, okay, it started to boil. You can hear that. Can you hear it? It started to boil a little bit. Now let's pour in our oats. Yep. Here we go. Now, quickly grab a wooden spoon. That's super important. And mix and mix and mix. Okay, I can see it boiling again. Now we can start mixing a bit and lowering the heat because it was on high. Now let's just use it on medium. Yeah, just mix a little bit, get them comfy in the hot boiling water. Some people say to mix it whilst it's boiling, but I would say just leave it a little bit for like 5 minutes until it reduces. Also leave a wooden spoon on top so it doesn't spill, and come back when it's partially done, I guess. Then we will add in milk, and when it's fully done we'll add honey, and it's gonna be amazing. See you soon! So now once it's like that, it's almost out of liquid, I like to add in the milk.
You bring the stuff?
It's right here, huh?
Show it.
It's
Show
right,
it.
it's right here.
Show it.
It's right here.
Show it.
It's right there.
Like half a cup, and mix. Now it's pretty cold, so now we can just mix and stuff. It's a lot of oats in here. Also, just a caution or a warning. I have no idea what I'm doing. That should be on all my videos. But yeah, some people, like, they do overnight oats. They just leave it in liquid and it soaks overnight. I don't know, I do it like this. Oh yeah, just mix a little bit on low heat until it becomes rolled oats with milk. Yeah. Probably leave it like for another, I don't know, couple minutes, like so, on low heat. I'll be back then. Andrew's out! Did it work? I hope it did. So it's been like, what, 2 minutes? Actually, you should stir pretty constantly because it might burn to the bottom. Forgot about that. Just mix. Should probably use the other hand because I'm filming this. Yeah, just mix, and I think it's actually done. It's pretty thick. There's not much liquid left, so I'll just turn off the heat. Then when the heat is turned off, I'll add a tablespoon of butter. Yep, I have exactly a tablespoon of butter. Here goes exactly a tablespoon of butter with the heat turned off, of course. Now just mix it in very nicely. You can use salted butter, doesn't really matter. I'm using unsalted. Just mix it very well. Look at that, starting to look like oats. It'll always look like oats. I'm doing oats, what the fuck? Again, wrong hand. I'm a professional. I do this for a living. Just imagine, visualize it, manifest. Okay, and I see no more butter. Now, the final ingredient. Yeah, it is final. Honey. Gosh darn it, look at this. Oh, I showed you already, but we'll add like, depends how you like it, 2-3 tablespoons of honey. I like it pretty sweet. So I'll add like 3 tablespoons. Oh my god. Can you see this? Oh my god, dude. Look at this shit. That's liquid gold. Let's do 1. Also, if it's not enough, you can add like later on as a garnish, like more honey or like sugar. What I like to do is just eat it plain, basically. But sometimes, like this time, I'll add some banana. You can add any other like fruit or anything in there. So yeah, 3 tablespoons of bee vomit. Oh my god, it's gonna be so good. Let me clean this spoon of all the honey. That's, oh my god. Now again, mix with the heat turned off, and this bee makes it so much better. Like, I used to eat oats with like just milk plain, and I was like, what the hell is this? Just add honey, that's it. It's like 50 billion times better. Also, bees make that shit and they're dope. Bees are the goats. So yeah, mix it very well in. And what I like to do is just set it aside, leave it for like 15-20 minutes, covered, like just cover it with all the shit you got so it doesn't get cold, and it will do its thing, you know. It will become tastier and better. So yeah, see you on the other side when it's done for serving. Shit, I'm so bad at it. Now, get a bowl. Beautiful white bowl. Then, yeah, it's rolled oats. Let's make it nice. Voila. Wanna see a magic trick? Voila. I'll edit this probably. Anyway. Now we serve like so. Mix. It's all nice, all like gooey. Now just add in, I don't know how many tablespoons, like so. Yes, like so. All good. Okay, so we got our oats. Very nice. Now that's basically how what I eat it, just plain. But since we're fancy, I'll get some banana that I have been eating. Cut off this end, unless you like that. Slice some nice slices of banana. Where are you going? Like so. Oops. Some thick, not so thick ones. And just drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. That's how it sings. What am I saying? Just drop some pieces of banana on here, right? You can cover the whole bowl with them if you like. Yeah, you can see a beautiful bottom. What the hell am I doing? Christopher Walken impressions. And last one. Beautiful. And that's it, dude. Oops, don't be lazy. We have our beautiful bowl of rolled oats with some banana. And dig in while it's still warm. I like these oats. They're not like super moist inside.
Initiating moisture.
Because we poured it into boiling water. Let me finish. Yeah, so these oats are nice because they're not fully moist, which is okay. Everybody has their own preference. So because we poured them into the boiling water, I think. I don't know how that works. It's physics or something. I don't know. What up? That's a lazy ass looking celery. How you doing? Today we became Italian. I hope that's not racist. I'm making the famous, loved by everyone throughout the world, mainly UK. Oi, bro! Okay, I'll stop. What the f am I doing? I'm making spaghetti bolognese, or originally known as
tagliatelle a ragù.
I hope I pronounced that right. I hope the Italian mob is not coming to kill me. Hey, what's up? Hey, how you doing? I'm walking there. I'm sorry, don't kill me. That was a stupid bit. Anyway, I should switch this up. There we go, much better. I mean, the brand is not good. Like, Barilla? This is shitty pasta. Like, it's not shitty, it's pretty good, but it's pressed through a copper forms, I think. That's how it works. That's why it's all like, hold up. You can see, I hope you can see this, but it's like fully smooth. That's what I said, that it's pressed through a copper form. That way it's pressed faster. Now, if we take a better brand of spaghetti, I'm not gonna name brands, like this one, hope you can see this, but it's a bit more white and it's rough because it's pressed through, I think it's vice versa. This one is copper and this one is aluminium. Now this one is pressed through a copper form. That way, it's a slower process, it takes more time, but what you get is these rough edges. You can't really see them. That way more sauce sticks to the pasta. Just a quick fun fact, I guess. So, I know which pasta to use. We'll find that later. First, let's start off with the sauce.
Your girl knows I've got the sauce. Just sauce. Raw sauce.
So, we're gonna use ragu sauce, or like the meat sauce, the bolognese sauce. For that, we will need some celery and some carrots. Jesus. Nice, a board. My knife and 1 carrot. Now, you can use a knife and dice it real thin, but if you're lazy like me today, just chop it up into big chunks and use a food processor. What a great idea, eh? Let's get our celery ready. That's one sad looking celery right here. Get the leaves off. I mean, you can eat it, but I won't. Then again, just chop it up a little bit. And that's kind of it. Now get your food processor of choice. And let's start off with the celery. There we go. That's pretty fine. It's time for the carrots. Pretty fine. And it took like what? Like 5 seconds, dude? Instead of me just cutting here for half an hour. I'll set them aside for now because I want to get... Damn it, I forgot to peel off the onion. It's the most annoying part. Oh, went bad. Good. This is definitely the same onion and not the last one because it was rotten from the inside.
The onion with onion right here. Onion.
Now we can just cut it open and dice it. I'm definitely not crying. Oh god. Anyway, now the onion is done. Oh my god. Okay, now the final thing that we have to cut up is pancetta, which is pork's cheek. Since I don't have that, I'm gonna use a few strips of bacon. Here we go. Nice. Now we have all the ingredients done. It's time to go to the stovetop and make the sauce. The sauce! Now, get a big pan with no handles on. Somebody took off the handles from this pan. Do I live with crazy people? Anyway, get the pan, set it on like medium heat. Damn, olive oil is almost out. Add in the famous olive oil that Jean-Pierre White loves.
And a tiny bit of olive oil, which is very Italian to have with lentil soup.
Just a little bit. Then mix while the handles are still not hot. Now it's time for the veggies. So we'll start off with the onion and the carrots and start with the onion first. Mix a little bit, let it sear and soften up. Needs a bit more heat. There we go. Listen to that sizzling. Bless me. Now let it sizzle for like, sear for like a couple minutes until a bit more soft, and then we'll add in the rest of the vegetables, the carrots and the celery. There was only 1 carrot. Whatever. I just recently watched Shark Tales for like a billionth time, right? It's a gangster movie. Like, it has the Italian mob, it has black... Okay. cut this out. When I was a child, I never noticed that. I thought it's like, this is a fun movie with sharks and fish. And all the inside jokes like, say hello to my little friends. Dude, that's fun. Okay, the onion has gone a bit soft. Now we can add in our veggies. Just dump them right in. They should be minced pretty fine. Get everything out. Great, now let that simmer. Let it soften a bit too. Sweat out all the juices, all the water. And then we will be able to add in the meat. Smells like soup. Now I feel like would be the time to add in pancetta or bacon. So I'm gonna do that. Now it smells like breakfast. I feel like it's time for the meat. So we're gonna add in 1 pound ground pork and 1 pound ground beef. It's gonna be 50-50. I think that's how the original goes. So in goes the pork, a block of pork, and a block of beef. Good. Now let's try and cook it. Oh man. Yep, we're good. I'll cook one side, then the other, and then mash it up into tiny pieces until it's all fried up and has a ton of flavor on the bottom sticking to the pan. So see you soon. It looks nice now. The beef and the pork, it smells like dinner now. And fry it up. It's gonna take some time, but wow, look at that. Also, there's a quick life hack or whatever you want to call it. You can use a potato masher if you don't want to use like a spatula to cut up the meat into chunks, but use like this one, not like this one. Trust me, I tried. I look like an idiot. But yeah, once it's gonna be all crispy and nice, we will add in our tomatoes and yeah, let it simmer. So see you soon. The liquid is almost gone. So now I'm gonna add in some salt, some pepper, and maybe some basil, leaves of basil, a bit of salt, just a little bit. Don't overdo it since we will add in some stock later on, and some pepper. Freshly ground would be the best case, of course. I don't think basil goes in there, but hey, what can I say? I like me some basil. Should have been left-handed. Would be way easier to film these videos. Mix, mix, mix. Now yeah, there's barely any liquid left, so just I'll fry up the meat for a couple of minutes until it's crispy, and see you soon. Start smell burning. Also, I can see some browning on the bottom of the pan. That's a sign that it's kind of done. Now, I'm not gonna make it like they do originally. Add in like tomato paste with some water and some stock. What I'm gonna do, since I have a shit ton of passata, you can use crushed tomatoes. So I'm gonna use like what? I don't know how many in ounces. It's like 500 grams. So like half a liter. Let me just pour that in. Ooh, yeah. Oh shit, I fucked up. That's not the order. Damn, wine. There we go. First, you should put in like half a cup or a cup of wine. There we go. Yeah, sizzling. So all those flavor spots, you should deglaze it with the wine. Just go through it. And once the wine dies out, then you should pour in the crushed tomatoes or like a paste. Yeah, I fucked up on this one. But again, it doesn't really matter as long as you get all of the flavor, right? There we go. Yeah, now we can pour in our leftover passata or crushed tomatoes or whatever you have. Wash it off a little bit. There we go. Then the final part, we'll add any kind of stock. I, for example, have this leftover cube of beef stock, so I'm gonna use that. But usually what I do is use vegetable stock or chicken stock. It doesn't matter. Just add like about half a cube, or if you have liquid stock, just pour in that, and don't add in any water then. Mix everything and cover it and let it simmer for like 30 to 45 minutes until it reduces a little bit on low heat. And then we will have our sauce. Beautiful, beautiful sauce. Great. Now the sauce is coming to an end, starting to look great. It has rendered out all the flavors, I feel like. It's like, I don't know, like 15-20 minutes until it's done. Meanwhile, what we can do is boil some water for pasta. So get a big bowl of water. Jesus. Throw it on high heat and add in a shit ton of salt. When I mean a shit ton, it's like a shit ton. Where's the salt? Where's the goddamn... Oh shit. Yeah, just... Yeah, so cover it with a lid and wait till it boils. Then we can add in our pasta and we'll have our spaghetti bolognese, as people mostly call it, or our ragu sauce with, wait, which pasta am I gonna use? I like linguine. I'm gonna use spaghetti and linguine and not this tagliatelle or whatever it is. That's decided. Let me mix so that all of the stock is mixed. Needs more salt actually. Add a bit more. There we go. That's why you have to taste it. That should be enough. And I didn't check if it's hot or not. Whatever. I'll cover it with a lid and see you when the water starts boiling. Great. Water is boiling. Time to add in our pasta. The sauce is boiling too. Mix that up a bit. Oh shit. Burn a bit. But it's okay. Everything is fine. It's flavored, like they say, yeah? Good. Now, add in our pasta. I feel hella hungry today, so this might be a little bit too much. So that's a lot of pasta. Oh shit. Get tongs and twist them in. God damn it. Twist, twist, twist. They don't twist. There's so much pasta. There we go. Oh, it's coming. Going in. Nice. Last bit. Come on. There they are. Yep. What are you doing? Just get in there. Now I'll cover with the lid. Put the wooden tongs on so it doesn't spill. And boil it for like 9-10 minutes until, like they say, al dente. Where it's almost fully cooked, but not in the middle. Why we do that? Because we will add in the pasta to the sauce and cook it there a little bit. So then it fully cooks. I think that's how it goes. Yeah, 9 minutes. So see you in 9 minutes. Good. How's the sauce doing? Pasta should be done. Let me just quickly check. Yeah, let me give it a taste. Yep, salt levels are nice. I'll turn off the heat for now. Good. Now, should be done. They look nice. I'll drain the pasta in the sink and we'll be back with you fairly shortly. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Also, you should leave just a little bit of water in your cup because it has starch in it for sauce to thicken. So yeah, I left some in the pot. Yep, it'll be fine, dude. It'll be fine. Now, what I will do is move things around, of course. I don't think we're gonna use all of the meat sauce, so I'm gonna add in the meat sauce to the pasta. So turn on the heat again on low and let's scoop in the meat sauce. And start scooping. Let's see now. Let's move it around. That's perfect. Can you see anything? Oh yeah, it's coming together nicely. Okay. Oh shit. Lower the heat. It's too hot. Yeah, try to incorporate everything nicely. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. Just please never add ketchup to bolognese. Like, for the love of God. For all that Italy has given us. Just don't, please. We got pizza, we got pasta, dude. We got Mona Lisa. That bitch is not worth it, but all the food that it has given us, like, just don't. Okay, I think it's pretty well mixed now. Oh yeah, looks super tasty. Yeah, I think it's done. Now, all that is left to do is serve. Great. Shit! There they are, after I finished. Whatever. Get a plate, get your pasta. Don't use a spatula for this. Get some tongs and serve. Oh yeah. Oh, now we can also add in a bit more meat sauce that we have left over on the stovetop. On the top, just a little bit, ladle in. And then you can enjoy or get some fresh sealed Parmesan. Let me open it first. Oh yeah. Oh, smells like home. Now grate some cheese on there and you have yourself the most wonderful thing ever. Oh my god, look at that shit. Beautiful. Wow, look at it. It would be hard for me to tell that I made this. It looks so good. Now let's grab a fork and give it a taste. I actually like the mix of spaghetti and linguine. Either I'm hella hungry or this is super good. Hello and welcome to another installment of me trying TikTok recipes. 3-ingredient Oreo cake. There's so many of these videos of like 3-ingredient Oreo cake. Just put Oreo in the title and it looks like it's gonna taste amazing. So I'm gonna put it in a tier list and see if it's a lie or it's actually the truth and life can be easy. Now disclaimer.
Today it's my birthday. Let's make my 3 ingredients Oreo cake to celebrate because it's All you have to do is mix your Oreos with milk and baking powder. Transfer everything into a cake pan, bake in the oven for 20 minutes. In the meantime, mix some chocolate with hot cream and decorate with some crushed Oreos on top to make it super sexy.
Like, what the hell did I just watch? Mamma mia! Anyway, I'm gonna try it and rate it. Is it gonna be S tier? I doubt, but we'll see. You never know. First off, recipe calls for Oreos. Now, since I'm a bit of a stupid idiot, I haven't bought enough Oreos. The recipe calls for 28 Oreos and I only have a packet of 16. Yeah, these are for each. Us stupid Europeans have so few Oreos. Anyway, let's remove the Oreos from the packaging. This is not saving any turtles. Now it's time to put them in a food processor. Like, why would you make... Whatever. I mean, I enjoy Oreo cakes. This is not it. Like, no egg, nothing. 3 ingredients. Anyway, that's the... Okay, whatever. Okay. Oops. There we go. Let's go. Looks pretty fine. I think that's enough. Oreo dust. Don't breathe this. Remember that?
Awkward.
Like the Blendtec Blender channel. Will it blend? God, those were the days. Dude, I feel so old. Great. I think I'm gonna put it in here. So now it's time for some baking powder. You should use a teaspoon. I'm gonna use half a teaspoon. Like, honestly, life is not that easy. Like, you can't make a good thing be this easy to make. At least I don't think so, but we'll see. Now it says milk. That's all that's left. So 250 milliliters of milk. For me, it's gonna be like 150. There we go. And that's it. It's like already processed food being more processed. I mean, when you think about it, it should work out, but what kind of value does it have? Like, nutritional value? But then again, I'm making a cake. What nutritional value does a cake have? 0. Okay, I made some goo. Now, I'll give it a taste, just to see. It tastes like Oreos and milk. Whatever. Now, you should pour it in a spring form.
Pan.
And line it with parchment paper. Just pick a middle and yeah, cut it like so. And shit! Well, yeah, you have yourself a bottom. What a idiot I am. Line your springform pan with baking paper and grease it so this doesn't stick. But since I'm not making the full recipe, I'm gonna use, I think, ramekins. I'm gonna make like lava cakes or whatever, because it's not gonna fill the whole bottom, I don't feel like. So yeah, it's not gonna be a cake per se, it's gonna be like cupcakes or whatever. Okay, 1. This should not rise, so I'm not gonna leave a lot of space. 2. Also, if you like more corners or like crusts, that's the way to do it. Oops. Also, I respect the hustle of you, dude, but it's so cringe, those TikToks. I mean, I make cringe videos myself, but that super sexy part, oh my god, dude. Okay, so I only needed 3 ramekins. Now it goes into 180 degrees Celsius oven for 15 minutes. So let's do that. Oh shit! There we go. They have actually risen. What the hell? Let me get a toothpick. Oh my god, it's so soft. Let them rest for like 20, I don't know, maybe even 25 minutes. And then we'll take them out and try them. Wow, I didn't expect that. Okay, so it's been like, what, 30 minutes? And what I remembered is that I haven't buttered the cups. Yeah, so you should do that. Just spread butter all around the cups. I don't know if these will come out. So let's take one and try, shall we? Go. Okay, here goes nothing. Yeah, I'll need a spatula or something. Let's see. Come on. Nope. I saw it moving. Good. Nice. So you don't actually need to butter the cups. I guess, but it will be way easier. Now what we have here is what I feel like is gonna be just a giant Oreo. Put on some powdered sugar. And yeah, we have our Oreo cake. 3-ingredient Oreo cake. Now let's give it a taste. Okay, so let's give it a taste. I mean, it looks like just a bunch of Oreos. It looks like the one in the video. Like, I didn't add the chocolate, but I think powdered sugar will be just fine. So, let's try it. Okay, what the fuck? It actually feels like I'm eating chocolate cake, which is weird. It doesn't taste like Oreos. And like, and it feels like it has egg. It's soft. Like, it's really soft. You can see that. It's like sponge cake, chocolate sponge cake. So the ganache in the video that he adds on top, it just makes it chocolate cake. Like chocolate ganache and sponge. What the hell, dude? I honestly didn't expect this. So it feels like it has egg in it, but Oreos are vegan. They don't have eggs. Like, they shouldn't have eggs in them. It's very soft. What the hell, dude? Okay, I'm super surprised. I expected it to taste like a big Oreo, you know? Imagine I cut halfway, add in some Oreo cream, I'll just have a big Oreo. But it tastes exactly like chocolate sponge cake, which is mind-blowing. I'm super surprised. Then again, when you think about it, it's just cocoa, cookies, and Oreos. But where did all the filling go? What the hell? Oh, okay. So as it is, honestly, I would put it at A tier. I would make just a ganache of like 200 grams of dark chocolate and 200 grams of heavy whipping cream on a stovetop. And even with powdered sugar on top, it's great. It's like a brownie. It's like I'm eating a brownie. I take back everything I said about you, good sir. Mamma mia. This is super sexy. Yeah, don't forget to butter your cups. At least it didn't stick like fully, so it kind of worked out. Yo, what up? Have you ever wanted infinite food? I've seen this infinite yogurt trend going on like TikTok.
Infinite yogurt glitch. What if we do this with yogurt?
No, why am I lying to you? I haven't. I just wanted to make some yogurt. Basically, what we're gonna do today is infinite yogurt. And what we're gonna need is only 2 ingredients. Some milk and some yogurt. That's it. Yeah, store-bought yogurt. Make sure the yogurt is like eco-friendly yogurt or some sort of yogurt that has active cultivations, it says. I'm just using plain Greek yogurt. It should work fine also. And for milk, use whole milk. The fresher, the better. The more straight from the teat, the better. You could milk your own cows if you have your cows, but we're not doing none of that. So this recipe is very simple and only a bit time-consuming. Let's go to the stovetop and begin. Now, we pour in 1 liter of milk, or 1 quart if you're American. And all that we have to do is turn on the heat and stir constantly so the milk doesn't burn on the bottom. What we're looking at is 80 to 85 degrees Celsius. You have to get it to that temperature and then kill off the heat and cool the milk off to like 40 degrees. I'll show you. You should use a thermometer. Well, if you don't have a thermometer, I guess you could do that, I don't know. Right now, the milk is at 19 degrees. That's cold. Yeah, for the milk, you should not use like ultra pasteurized milk, even though it will work also, but get as green of a milk as you can. Okay, temperature check. It's at 40. We're halfway there. Just keep mixing. A minute or 2 and we'll be done. Okay. Oh, we're at 60 already. 65. Good. We're getting close. 67. Come on. Can we hit that magic number? 68, 68.5, come on, no, come on, yes, congratulations, we did it. 75, almost 76, 168, 79, and the last degree, yep, we're at 80, nice. We're done, kill off the heat, now cool it off to 40 degrees, and then we will continue. You can let it sit here or give it an ice bath. Great. I think my ice bath is complete.
Hello, friends.
Just made it in the sink. Yep, we're at 44 degrees. It'll be enough. We can remove our milk and get our yogurt. As I said, get the best yogurt you can, like the greenest one. Add like 3.5, 4 tablespoons. And what we're gonna do before we add it in to the whole thing is we're gonna just, where's the cup? Add in some of it into the yogurt, mix it in there, and then pour the whole thing into the pot. So yeah, I'll just mix right here, as you can see. It's easier to mix, make no lumps. Great, now I have my mixture. I'll pour it into the whole pot. And now it's gonna be the final step. Well, not final, but almost final step. Wrap it around in towels, the pot, I mean. Make it a cute little pot. Close the lid off. Add some towels all around. And what we will do is put it in the oven and not bake it. No, we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna set it in there. And if you want, you can set it to 40 degrees, like Celsius. So the temperature is kept like that in there. Or you can just wrap it around like so and leave it in there. So let's move it into the oven and I'll see you in like 9 to 12 hours once the yogurt is, well, it should be done. We'll see. Yeah, there we go. It's pretty hot in here, so it should be fine. See you in 12 hours. Great. Time is up. It's been more than 12 hours. And I think it is time to unveil the yogurt. Oh yeah. You can already see some whey curds. You can see on top. Look at that. There it is. Yogurt. Wow. Now we could eat it like so, but it still has plenty of whey in it. I'll give it a taste. Ooh. Wow. It tastes just like Greek yogurt. Nice. But I want it to be more thick, not like this consistency. So I want Greek yogurt basically. So what I will do is get a big sieve, place it in this bowl. A cortasura. Hello. Get some cheesecloth. This is gonna be a bit too much. So do it like this. Line it in here and pour in our yogurt. Big batch of yogurt. Look at that. Damn. Now you can drain it for a consistency you like. I'm gonna drain it for about an hour or so and let it skim off all the way. What I'm gonna do is just place this contraption in the fridge, and in about an hour we should have some Greek yogurt. My God, it's been like a few minutes. Look how much whey we already have just in like a minute or two. You could use the whey for whatever you like making bread.
We have to get money. We have no choice.
Can't wait to put some granola and some jam in it. Okay, so this goes into the fridge for about an hour, and I'll see you then. It is time. Ooh, so much whey. I like the consistency. We can dump the yogurt in. Yeah, baby. And now we have some beautiful Greek yogurt. Let's serve it up. Add a few tablespoons, leave the rest in the fridge. Now we can add some granola on top, which you can make yourself in the video up here in the corner. And add some jam on top. And the last thing would be some blueberries or bilberries on top, or some banana, but I don't have either of those, so this will do just fine. Let's give it a taste. Well, my yogurt is a bit warm, but you know what? Tastes just like yogurt. Infinite yogurt glitch unlocked. Today I'm gonna be making Caesar salad dressing with the Caesar salad, of course, like the Caesar salad. Anyway, with two types of chicken. One is gonna be salt and pepper, and the other one is gonna be Caesar from the same dressing that we made before. So stick around to see how that goes. I hope it doesn't go terrible. Pour it out. You don't need this hard stuff. Ooh. Caesar, once a great ruler of Roman Empire that got backstabbed. Now, a dressing in its name. Today I'm gonna show you a recipe of Caesar dressing that doesn't require you to make your own like mayo. It uses pre-made mayo, which is like better in a sense that you don't have to whisk and whatever. This is not the original recipe, but it tastes goddamn good and I'm gonna make it with you today. So without further ado, stuttering. Okay, without further ado, let's roll, baby. Alrighty, this Caesar dressing is very good tasting, I might say. It's been tested on numerous people I know, so trust me on this one. Anyway, we'll start off with the garlic. Yeah, this is kind of garlic. Like I don't have. Do I have? No. What you're gonna need is 2 small cloves of garlic. Depends how garlicky you like it, but yeah, make sure they're small. So I'm gonna use like half of this half, which is a quarter, and I believe it will be enough. You can mince it, but if you're lazy and you don't want to get your hands dirty and sticky, garlic crusher. So yeah, set these aside. Now, let's prep our anchovies.
Hey, how you doing? Let me have a pie with everything on it. Anchovies.
Anchovies? Yeah, let's prep our anchovies. Let's prep our anchovies. There we go. So you can use anchovy paste, but I prefer using real anchovies that have been preserved in oil. I'm gonna use 2 fillets. I'll take 2. If you have paste, use a teaspoon of like anchovy paste. Now what I'm gonna do, actually, I'm gonna cut them like real thin, like just mince them into small pieces. I'm gonna make batons now and just mince them very fine. It should be like a paste almost, like if you have the time. If you would follow like the original recipe, I think we should make a paste with anchovies and garlic, you know, like with a knife and shit. I mean, yeah, we can use the garlic. I'll crush it in. Like so, just to show you. I never do this myself because I'm a busy man that have things to do, like play with my Legos. Here we go. Oh my god, it smells bad. I don't really like anchovies, but Caesar dressing without anchovies is like a crime probably in some countries. Okay, that's good. Got my hands dirty. Gonna have to play with this stainless steel rod over there to make the smell go away. Rubbing right here. Yeah, we're here. But it's fine. I'm used to playing with rods. Cut it. Anyway, let's continue. Make a paste of garlic and anchovies. You don't have to do this step, it'll be probably the same thing, but that's how they do it originally, I think. Blend the flavors. Good. Now you can see it's almost like a paste, almost a paste-like consistency. It's a bit more than a teaspoon, but more like a tablespoon, because we added garlic in, so yep. Everything makes sense, okay? Good. Now get a container in which you're gonna mix the dressing, so I'm gonna use this big bowl over here. So to start off, we're gonna add about half a cup of Parmesan. So get your Parmesan, get your grater, and just go at it. Add in half a cup of grated Parm. That's some great cheese right there. Did you know that they have a bank in Italy that like stores Parmesan, like wheels of Parmesan? They use it as a currency basically. That's weird. It makes sense because it has like pretty stable value. I don't know. I'm not the one to talk about finances. I'm a college student that's broke. So there we go. That's half a cup of Parm in here. Nice. More cheese doesn't hurt. That's what once a wise man said. That wise man also died from heart attack, but whatever. Great. Now this paste thing over here, scrape every last bit of it and just throw it in. That's the good stuff, so don't miss out on any like bits left. Next up, 1 cup of good mayonnaise. Now this is important. I like this Hellmann's mayonnaise. Again, not an ad. I've been using it everywhere, but you can make your homemade mayonnaise, which is great. Like homemade mayo is super delicious, but if you don't have time, just buy some good mayo and add a cup of it. Food. So a cup is about this many tablespoons. So yeah, we're gonna use that. Now goes in a teaspoon, 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. So I got some right here. Again, depends how spicy you like it, how tangy. That's about it. And goes in this thing. A teaspoon of, I'm not gonna make fun of this. It's Worcester sauce, whatever. So a teaspoon of that. There we go. Also, do you know how they make this? They put fish and garlic in. Oh, it's nasty.
One of the 3 main ingredients, whole red onions, whole garlic cloves. One of the most interesting ingredients sitting in these barrels are anchovies.
Anyway, the final ingredient is lemon juice. You're gonna need 2 tablespoons. Yeah, right, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Yeah, and 2 tablespoons is usually like half a lemon. So, and now I lied. The final ingredient is salt and pepper. So 1/4 teaspoon of pepper and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And all that's left to do is just mix everything. It's very simple, but trust me, it tastes super duper good. Now, of course, I'm not gonna use like the whole dressing right here. I'm gonna put it in a container, and it can last like for a long time, like I don't know, months in a fridge, so you can use it whenever. But I'm gonna show you how I make my salad, like the easy way. I fry up some chicken. You can fry up some salmon or whatever. Add in some iceberg lettuce, some tomatoes, some croutons, and that's it. This is not gonna be a fancy recipe. It only costs this much. So, and still tastes a couple times better than your store-bought Caesar dressing with the salad. So yeah, let's give it a taste. Yeah, it's nice. Now store it in any container, and there you go. A cup of Caesar dressing goes into the fridge. Now I left some sauce on the corners here since I'm gonna be making the salad in this bowl. So to make the salad, it's easy. Just get a head of iceberg lettuce, some tomatoes, like cherry tomatoes or plum tomatoes in my case. There we go, all washed. For this particular time, I'm gonna use half a head, so just cut it in half. There we go, pour it out. You don't need this hard stuff. Oh shit. Now just, I don't know, just cut it up into like 1 inch thick strips. Make them into like rectangles then, or like squares. Whatever shapes you like. You can even like tear all the salad leaves with your hands, it doesn't matter. Do it like how you prefer it. And cut the tomatoes in half, whether it's cherry or plum tomatoes, like so. Here we go. Now let's get our big bowl with the dressing on. Throw all the veggies in. Just don't forget to separate them because they might be mushed right now. Look at that. All our tomatoes, everything goes in. Also there's usually some egg. Like, how are these chickens called? Hen? No, hens, no. Like the small eggs, you know? Well, yeah, you can add some boiled egg in. How to boil your eggs? Well, there's video up here in the corner on how to do that. We can mix this. And to finish off, I'm gonna make some croutons and some chicken. Just gonna take like, again, 15 minutes tops. Need more dressing? Just crack open your storage of that salad dressing and everything will be fine. Is it healthy? Kinda. Still, you're eating salad, I guess. I don't know. Everybody loves Caesar dressing. Perfect. Okay, now for croutons, cut up some white bread. Just cut them up into squares. Don't be a square though. And for the chicken, I'm gonna fry up some chicken breasts. So for that, I'm gonna just use some salt and pepper and fry them to, I think it's 72 degrees Celsius inside to be perfect and not dried out. If you want to really make some Caesar chicken, you can add that Caesar dressing onto the chicken and marinate it for like 15 minutes before cooking to give it that taste of like Caesar, I guess. So yeah, I'll do both. I'll show you. Just let's go to the stovetop. Okay. So let's start with croutons. Just put them in the pan, spread them out evenly. Then get some olive oil on top, like so. Add some salt, some pepper, and you can use your hands, just mix them up in all of that beautiful oil. Now just turn on the heat and on like medium high and wait until they fry up. Then we're gonna turn them over. Now for the chicken. What I've done here, as you can see, is I've added some chicken breasts to that same Caesar dressing. Just added some scallions. And that's it, and left them stay for 20-15 minutes. But what I usually do is just salt pepper the chicken, and that's it. So I'm gonna show you that way first in this pan right here. Also, I forgot to tell you, you have to cut your breast in half. You can butterfly it if you want a big piece. I just cut it in half to make 2 pieces of meat right here, like so. Boom. Now I'm just gonna salt pepper both sides. I'm gonna do one side over here, throw it in the pan, and then do salt and pepper on the other side in the pan itself. So don't be shy, be generous with the salt. Let this heat up, also like medium heat. We can hear the croutons are starting to fry up already. Just gonna use these tongs to flip them over. Also, what the f is with this weather? It's April and there's snow here? What the f? Look at this shit, it's snowing. What the hell, dude? Climate wars will be fun. Now, like, teaspoon of olive oil goes in. Cover the pan. Now it's time for the chicken. Here we go, 1. Then the other 2, for some reason. Should flip these. Oh yeah, it's starting to steam up. Shit, maybe I left it for a bit too long in the pan. It's my fault. Don't forget to watch the croutons. It's gonna be extra crunchy, which is nice. Flip them around. Lower the heat on that. Now salt, pepper the chicken. On the other side, very nice. Also, you could do this, you know. I just fucked up my whole work. The croutons will be done in like a minute or 2. Chicken, flip them. It's still stuck. You can use a thermometer to measure the temperature. So right now the chicken is at like 30 degrees. Not good. Okay, I think the croutons are done. I'm gonna remove them off the heat and set them aside. I think it's been like a couple minutes. It's time to flip. There we go. Look at that nice browning. Oh yeah, baby. It's almost at temperature. Just a couple more degrees. And we can remove it for that juicy, juicy chicken breast. Usually it comes out very dry because people overcook it. I do the same most of the time. As soon as it hits 69, I'm happy, but the FDA isn't. So almost there, baby. Almost there. Yeah. The meat is done. Look at that. This one, 2. Now we can put our Caesar chicken. Just gonna use the same spoon. Maybe add in a bit more oil, even though we use like mayo. Oh shit, maybe a bit too much. And mayo is full of oil, like it's made from oil. Let's just put it in, plonk it in. There we go. Oh, the smell. Smells very nice. Looks, I don't know. And it's not gonna burn because it's mayo. I'm gonna flip it one more time. Oh yeah, this one is definitely done. This one is also done. But since we're using mayo, I don't know, it's some sort of magic, so these two won't like fry too much. Done. Great! It's time to serve! Let's get one of each piece of our chicken. My easy to make one and the not so easy to make one. This is gonna be one hell of a meal, dude. Look at this, how much chicken there is. You can cut it up into like pieces, which I will do. This is gonna be for easier consumption. The hot chicken, slice it into bite-sized pieces. See how juicy this chicken is. Look at that. That's the mayo technique, works like magic. Yeah, let's put it here. And then my regular chicken, it's a bit more dry, like you can feel it immediately with your hands, but it also turned out pretty great. Like, you can't see it, but it's pretty moist. So our chicken bites, and then goes in our Caesar salad that I added a bit more Caesar dressing to, without any eggs this time. Again, you can cut up some boiled eggs, it's not necessary. And our croutons. I add them last because they tend to get moist on top. And yeah, add our salad. Maybe use a salad spoon and not this clunk of metal. There we go. That's how I like it. A bunch of freaking salad and a bunch of meat. Look at that. Now all that is left to do is give it a bite. So get some salad, tomato, some chicken, and then I'll add the crouton. That's great. I'll try our Caesar chicken. Wow, it's very juicy. Like, it kept all the juices inside. It's like magic, the mayo method. It's not dry at all compared to this chicken, which is, again, a bit more dry, but tastes great. So what are you waiting for? Go make some Caesar salad! Today we're making vanilla cheesecake, the New York City staple. Ever wondered how it comes out without any cracks? Well, today we're gonna learn how. So let's roll, baby! So before we start, turn on your oven to 175 degrees Celsius or this amount of Fahrenheit. And while it's heating up, we will grease our springform pan. Get some canola oil or any other neutral tasting oil and just rub. Now it's time to get your hands dirty.
Your hands don't look like this while you're eating your lunch. Must be a liberal sissy. Must be a sissy boy.
Oh yeah, just rub the bottom for now and a bit of the sides. Now, get a mixer. In it, we're gonna add 160 grams of graham crackers. Jesus, this is loud. There we go, that should be enough. Don't make them a dust, but just finely crush them. You can also use like a bag and a rolling pin if you just happen to own this YouTube channel.
You will need 160 grams of graham crackers finely crushed. Beat the living hell out of them.
Anyway, now in it, we're gonna add 30 grams of granulated white sugar and a pinch of salt with some nutmeg. I have a bunch here. I'll do this according to your own taste. I'd say like 3 pinches is probably enough. Now just mix them up a little bit. And now it's time to add in 56 grams of melted and cooled down butter, unsalted. So here she comes. Whoa, wait a minute. Get a fork ready to mix. Pour the butter out like so. Now it's time to mix it in with the crackers. Yeah, mix it very well so there's no dry cookies left. At least try. Look how crumbly and nice it became. Now this is the consistency we want. They're still crumbly but coming together. Now it's time to pour it out onto the springform pan. Get everything out. Again, at least try. That's what my mom says every time. That's about it. Now get some flat surface. I'm gonna use the same butter ramekin that I used before and just press in all of that cookie batter, well, it's not batter, press it in tightly to the bottom and make an even layer on the bottom. That's gonna be our cookie crumble base. Great. It is tightly packed, as you can see. Now it's time for the oven. We're gonna put it in the oven for about 8 to 9 minutes, and then we're gonna remove it and let it cool until it's cooled down completely. Time for the oven. Now, in the meantime, while our crust is cooking, we can make our cheesecake filling. This is gonna be plain vanilla classic cheesecake, so bear with me. Get yourself 900 grams of cream cheese. Yeah, it's a lot, which is awesome. Also make it room temperature. Let it sit for a while before you crack them open. Come on. Now, of course, get a whisk and just break in the cheese. Ooh, look at that stuff. And now get your electric beaters, or in my case, this stick mixer works very well. Just mix it a little bit again to break it in on low speed. There we go. Looks like whipped cream. And now add in 175 grams of granulated white sugar. Now, I'm using my own homemade vanilla sugar for this. Not very strong, since it's gonna be vanilla flavored. I'm gonna use that. How you can make it is just add in a couple of sticks of vanilla into a pile of sugar, and there you have it, vanilla sugar. So yeah, just pour it all out, and now get mixing on low power at first. Oh my god, it looks so good. I just want to put my head in it. Scrape down the edges. I can still feel some sugar in it, so I'll continue mixing. Look at that, it's smooth. It's like a Van Gogh painting, you know? Like it's just smooth lines. Look at it. It's mesmerizing in a way, I guess. Look at these shapes. Nice. You can still feel and see the sugar, but now I'm gonna start adding in the eggs. We're gonna need 4 eggs and 1 egg yolk. So I'll start with the yolk in case I fail. So in case you don't know, you just go back and forward until you're left only with the yolk. So 1 yolk coming right up. And I'll go make some eggs with extra whites or a meringue, or just put it in the fridge and forget it forever. Now we just continue mixing until it's fully mixed in. Okay, it's pretty much mixed in. Now, since it's done, we can add another egg, and of course continue the process with each egg every time. So just put in an egg and continue. Oh, and the crust is done. There you have it. Now let it cool off completely. Let's continue mixing. Okay, another egg. Oh, shoot. Now it's starting to look like cheesecake. Now, the last of the last ingredients. What I have here is 60 milliliters of heavy whipping cream that is mixed with 50 grams of creme fraiche, or sour cream in my case. So just pour it all in. Yeah, you can substitute creme fraiche with sour cream. Then we're gonna add 7 grams or 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, or in my case, vanilla paste, for them good ass vanilla beans. Das ist one and das ist zwei. Dude, I just love vanilla, it's like the best. Then add in a pinch of salt. And the final ingredient is 20 grams of corn or potato starch in my case. It doesn't really matter. And you know what? This is it. Now all that is left to do is just mix it in very well, and then we'll fill in our form. Just make sure there's no lumps left. This custard looks so nice. You can see the vanilla beans everywhere. I love this vanilla cheesecake. It's the best, in my opinion. But I think this is done. It tastes great. I don't know what to add, so come on, just push everything. Now get your crust, and this is important, lower the temperature on the oven to 160 degrees Celsius for now. And here comes the part that doesn't crack your cheesecake. It's not this part, it's gonna be later. I'll tell you what it is, but we're gonna need to fill in this whole deep baking sheet with boiling water. So now while the water is heating up, we're gonna make aluminum foil swimming trunks for this springform pan. So grab yourself some aluminum foil, just lay it something like that, and in the middle place your springform pan, and try to make a barrier where the water comes up. You can see here I need more foil, like so. I'll place this contraption in the middle. Our water started to boil. Get a silicone spatula because we want everything from that bowl in here, so we don't want to waste the good stuff. Now just gently pour it in. Look at this custard. Oh, I forgot. Continue pouring the custard. There we go. Now get your silicone spatula and scrape everything from the edges. Just absolutely magnificent. Here we have it. Now just jiggle it a little bit.
My money don't jiggle, it folds.
For it to smoothen out. And you know what? It's pretty smooth. Great, now here comes the water bath. Pour it on the side. It's about halfway there. The steam is coming towards the camera. Now be very careful and place this whole contraption on the bottom rack of your oven. So let's do that. Here it goes. Oh my god, water is very jiggly. Okay. Now it's gonna bake for 1.5 hours until it's a bit of golden brown on the top. And then listen to this. This is the important part. Once it's done baking, we're gonna open the oven doors and let it sit in the oven for about 45 minutes until everything just cools off. The entire oven, the water, everything. That way, the top of the cheesecake won't crack. There's no chance. So I'll see you in like 1.5 hours once it's done. Peace! And there we have it. There she is. We have some cracks. Oh, it's yellow. It's from those homegrown eggs. Now, it's not even hot anymore. You can just take it and put it here to cool down fully. There's barely any liquid inside, so we did a great job. There we have it, folks. This is how it's gonna look. Wrap it in plastic wrap, put it in the fridge to cool off completely. It goes into the fridge for a couple of hours, like 3-4, until it's completely cool. See you then! Great! There we have it. It's been like 4 days. I for sure have not touched this cheesecake. What you want to do is just go with a knife around the cheesecake and then remove the form, of course. And then you will have this... well, you'll have more cheesecake than I did. But anyway, gonna look like this. Look at that. Now, I promise you no cracks, and I failed. I think it was the eggs. Maybe not. I'm 90% sure I'm wrong. Okay, 99. Anyway, now let's slice this sucker and serve. And of course, see how it tastes. If you want it to be perfect, like in pictures, wet the knife before each cut. So, and then make a slice in half, right? Like so. Be very gentle. Then eat off any excess because we don't want to waste cheesecake. God, that's good. Wash it off, wet it again, and then slice again. There we go. Now, let's move it onto a plate. Would you look at that? Look at that cut. It's almost perfect. And there you have it, folks. Look at this piece of art. I love this cheesecake recipe because it's super airy. I haven't had a cheesecake like this anywhere else. It's just fluffy. It's like eating clouds, basically. Now, for the full experience, what I like to do is add some strawberry jam on top. Where are the strawberries? Somebody eat the strawberries. Also, a quick tip on how to get frozen strawberries. Now, you know what? You know what is left to do? Give it a bite. Holy shit! This is insane. Oh shit! Hello everyone and welcome back. Today, I'm gonna show you what to do when you have too much basil. So, without further ado, let's roll, baby. We all know pesto. We use it in salads and pasta and all other stuff of food. You can go check out a recipe of pesto pasta over here in the corner. Today we're making a very easy pesto.
That was easy.
To start off, get your basil. And since this one is overcrowded, I'm gonna remove some of these big, huge stems from the ground, like so, and throw them into the sink. You know what, I'll just cut this one off. Nice. There we go. Oh, you don't have to do this. I'm just doing this because this is what you get when you buy basil from the store. We're gonna need 2 cups of basil leaves without any stems. Of course, you can put these plants into another pot with some dirt and multiply, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay, I think that might be enough. I'll just water it. Where is this spouty thing? There. I'll just water it and grow it for later usage. This goes back on the window. Wash everything in the sink under cold water. Great. Now let's pick the leaves. I'll use this cup for measuring, and don't leave the stems on because they're hard and not good for pesto. But what you can do with the stems is just dry them out or use them fresh in like a red sauce for, I don't know, like lasagna, which you can check out right here in the corner. Garfield loves that stuff. Yeah, let's get 2 cups of basil leaves. Whoops. The room smells so good now. Now this looks like a cup packed with basil. Now our recipe calls for 2 teaspoons of walnuts. Sorry, tablespoons. It's tablespoons. I have these fresh walnuts. Let's crack them open with a knife. There we go. Oh, there we go. Now get your nuts out. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, crack the inside. Oh my god, so many nut jokes. And I can't think of one. Wow, some of these are very old and dry. Just like old man's nuts. Kill me. Come on, boy. Just nut, come on. It's not that easy to crack a nut. If you have a nut cracker, use that. The delivery is so bad on these, I'm sorry. I'm just too focused on getting the nuts out of the shell. Oh, there we go. Got most of these nuts. Now, it doesn't matter if they're like in millions of pieces, because we are still gonna process them in a food processor.
I think I'm gonna press the smoothie button.
Don't worry about it. Just get all of that shell stuff out. We don't want that. It's bitter and it's not tasty at all. Okay, good. Some nut came out. This whole thing is gonna be about nutting. And you know what? Try to enjoy it. Just be careful and don't nut yourself, hurt yourself. Could put this under a chair, but there will be nothing left. Maybe I should do it. Should I do it? I'll do it. Let's do it. Great. So we have a chair and we have our nut. Put it underneath. So now it's time to sit on it. Nothing is happening. Come on, dude. What the hell? I'm sitting on it like... Oh, shit. Didn't expect that. But, we got our nuts. Awesome. And our shells. Back to the table. Great. Now, what I did was pretty nuts. I can't help myself, I'm sorry. At least we got most of our nuts, which is awesome. I'll just get like all of this trash from it, and we will only need like 2 tablespoons. So yeah, all of this is just trash, so you can do stuff with it, whatever you like, I don't know. Now it's time for 3 small or 2 big cloves of garlic, half a cup of extra virgin olive oil. Good. And I don't have the same sized cup, but half a cup of grated Parmesan cheese. So let's get a grater and some parm. You know what? That's basically it. We can go ahead and make our pesto sauce. For that, we will need a food blender, food processor, however you call it. Now it's time to combine everything. It's garlic, it's nuts. Add in all the basil. Get in there. Okay, great. Let's process them until smooth. Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay. Move everything around a bit. Get a silicone spatula, just in case. Should make like kind of a paste-like almost. Let's add another cup. And more garlic. And more walnuts. Good. Get all of these in and process again. Oh, look at that. It's becoming like this cohesive thing almost. Okay, it's pretty smooth. Now, again, if you have a food processor that you can pour stuff into, which I do have, but it's broken, just slowly pour in the oil while the machine is running. Since I don't have that, I'll have to improvise and just pour a little bit, blend, pour a little bit more, blend, and so on and so on. You get what I'm saying. A little bit of oil goes in, and it's time to process. Okay, it's becoming smooth. Add a bit more oil. Ooh, don't let it run away. It's very precious oil. As you can see, it's much better now. Continue! There we go. Look at that. Look at that smooth goodness. Now the final step is adding half a cup of cheese. So get a cup and grate some cheese, which is gonna be really easy. Half a cup, not yet. Awesome! Now add in the cheese, right? Half a cup of grated Parmesan cheese and pulse it just a little bit. Don't overdo it, is what I'm told. So I think that's it. Ooh, Oh yeah, smells like pesto to me. Ooh, stock, gooey, pretty gooey stuff right here. Put some of it in this little bowl, and the rest we don't need, so preserve it in the fridge. And there you have it. Fresh pesto from fresh basil on your countertop or wherever you're doing this. Now, I don't eat pesto alone. Like, I don't eat it with anything except pasta, which I'm gonna make right now, real quick. So, you can check the recipe in the video corner right here or in the beginning. Oh! And there we have it. Oh wait, one more thing. And a nice piece of basil. There we have it. Now you enjoy your pesto sauce however you like it, and see you. This shit bussin' on the next episode. Peace! It's the same recipe, I just added some cherry tomatoes.